This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Being chased out left.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line.
He'll set up to throw.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. They'll run on 1st down. Chambers. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On now, Tucker McCann.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Saints.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Tucker McCann for the extra.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On second down now, it's Chambers. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Check 26, check 26.
On third and short to give to the tight end. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. This is fielded at the 7. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Try to run for it with Jacobs.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On first down, it's Chambers. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
For Washington.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. The gun, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on first down. Chambers. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Chambers. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Washington on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a give right side. It's Chambers. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Tucker McCann for the extra.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third down.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
going on? That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
A 57-yard gain. First down, New Orleans.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
The kicker on.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. D.D. Westbrook as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And the Saints first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the...
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10 on 1st down. It's Chambers, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And this is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
32-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
49. Saints.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
The kicker on for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Carried by number 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Westbrook with a chance to run with it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there. Ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20. So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
49.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
The pass.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker,
but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, Saints.
Ready up. 53 flat. Check. 53 flat.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints get a bit closer. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Saints 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised.
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on...
He's got daylight, the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 79 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The kick is blocked. And no.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
It got his man complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. 34 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Kicker on for the extra
Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Chambers. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
53 is the mark. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Good go.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Complete to James.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington,
they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.